All right, guys, so we've got the high flow throttle body system. This is happening with the install of a supercharger. So if you would have ordered this as a supercharged customer, you would have selected the option for the coupler to adapt to the HKS supercharger system, and it would look something like this. So basically just a silicone adapter. It's going to come with your T-bolts. The adapter plate here is going to come with every installation. You're going to get your throttle body adapter screws. Those are flush mount in these holes. Then you'll get your through bolts for the throttle body, obviously appropriately length for that. And we're not going to use red Loctite, but it's here just as an example. Blue Loctite, a small tube of it will come with it, and some RTV. So now that we know what we're looking at here, you're going to need an Allen for these, Allen for these. Your stock throttle body bolts are 8 mil. And then whatever couplers you need to remove. So it's either going to be your Phillips for the factory clamps, or if it's the HKS supercharger system, I believe they're also Phillips, possibly 8 mil. But you get the point. You've got to remove those. So we'll jump over to the car now. All right, on the car side, we've already removed the silicone coupler for the supercharger connection, or I guess we haven't put that on because we know we're doing the install with a throttle body. So step one is going to be removing your throttle body hardware. This is just a electrical connection that comes off. Push that to the side. Those are 8 mil. And sorry about the noise, it's quite a ratchet sound. All right, cool. So one thing you're going to notice during the installation is this harness guide here, which is plastic. You can see it's got some play to it. The orientation of your throttle body is going to put the throttle body up against that. You're going to have to put a little bit of pressure on it to center it, so just keep that in mind. Next, we're going to grab the adapter plate and we'll throw that on. All right, we've got our throttle body adapter. A quick way to memorize which way this goes on is your tapered holes are going to obviously sit like this, so your flush mount hardware can sit in there. So the smaller holes will be to the right. I'll go ahead and line that up. If, Damien, you want to slide that in there. These are the tapered holes, right? So, yeah, you can probably see better than I can. So we'll just get these guys started. He's already got a dab of Loctite on there. It's an awkward angle down there. If you're doing this with a supercharger, it's obviously easier to do before the charge pipe. We just wanted to show as an example of somebody who already has the supercharger on, because a lot of you guys ordering seem to have had a supercharger kit installed in the past. Cool, and we're gonna snug these up. Nothing special about that. And the next step will show you where the RTV is applied. We've got the throttle plate in place, the adapter. Now what we wanna do is get a nice surface of RTV. The kit's going to include that black RTV. So we'll just bead all the way around there. Basically want to make sure that we're not getting any leaks around this new hardware that we've stuffed in here. So you'll just get started here. And if you get a little too heavy with this stuff, you can fix it afterwards. Cool, nothing crazy. Now we'll grab the throttle body and throw that on there. We've got the hardware already prepped in here, so it is sitting in there. Let's do this and make sure we don't mess up our Nice RTV. And again, like I said, you're gonna have to push against that plastic a little. So I am applying inward pressure. I think I'm in there. Let me grab the T-handle. So I'm gonna get one corner started, get enough threads in there. We'll jump down to the bottom corner. Cool, I'll get that started. And again, we prepared this hardware with Loctite already. Cool, so we're all snugged up there. I'm gonna grab the harness. We'll show you how to plug that in. Okay, so your stock harness is gonna have what's called a strain relief built into it. So there's just basically the connector housings built into this. Wires loop around. None of that really matters. It's just an explanation as to why it looks funky. Plug that in there. Harness is gonna go around the backside here, and you'll see a little harness clip. Clip it in there. This you can zip tie, you know, somewhere back here. Make sure it's not in the way of anything, but it shouldn't cause problems otherwise. And then we'll slap the coupler on there. Give me just a second here.
Yeah, the coupler is a little tricky. I always slide it all the way back and then push it forward.
It's gonna have to. So your kit's not gonna come with T-bolt clamps. We'll traditionally send this with black worm clamps, but we'll probably skip that part of the installation just for that reason. Cool, so we got enough room there. Perfect. Now we'll get a couple of clamps on here and you guys are good to go. Flash your new tune with the throttle body modification done to it if you're on an HKS kit. If you're on a stock car, you don't necessarily need a recalibration, but for the supercharged setups, they will accelerate faster than we want them to. So it does have another calibration. So that's it, guys. Thanks.